Hello everyone. Welcome to the course of Internet of Things, in short IoT. In today's class, we are going to learn a concept called remote control, which falls under IoT patterns. So coming to the remote control application, we are going to take an home automation application where several bulbs or lights can be on and off using a mobile app. Okay. So here, if you observe the block diagram carefully, the first section what we have is an mobile application or a mobile app which is connected over MQTT broker, and through MQTT broker we are controlling these home appliances or home automation devices. Okay. So here we need to consider few things where we need to design an app for our mobile in order to operate the home automation devices, and you also need to set up an MQTT broker where MQTT stands for message queuing telemetry transport. It's a protocol which acts as a broker between this particular mobile app as well as IoT device. And the third section what we have is an IoT device where it's an Arduino board connected with an Wi-Fi shield, and these are connected over some lights in order to control them. Okay. So here, as per this block diagram, here the mobile app will be acting as an publisher, and the lights and the IoT device will be acting as a subscriber. So this mobile app will be publishing on and off mechanism to the lights, and this particular subscriber device will be receiving the commands from the mobile app by the user, and accordingly they will react. Okay. So between the both mobile app as well as the IoT device, there stands an MQTT broker which will be keep on transmitting this subscribe and publish order. Okay. Now coming to the learning objectives, the few things we need to uh, consider for developing this particular project. We need to write the code, Arduino code, in order to turn the lights on and off. Okay. Next one, what we need to do, we need to subscribe the Arduino using an MQTT broker such that whatever the commands you get from that particular mobile app, based on that, the Arduino need to take the signal and make the lights on and off like an home automation system. And the third one, what we need to do is, in order to operate that particular mobile app, first we need to design the app, right? So in order to publish using some data using MQTT broker, first we need to design a particular app using Android Studio. Okay. So coming to the hardware requirements. So uh, power supply will be required. Some jumper wires are considered, and we need a breadboard for various connections between all these things. And we need an Arduino Uno, which is a development board where we write the code. And this Arduino board is connected to some sort of lights. Here we are using LEDs for testing with the help of some resistors. Okay. Now we have an Wi-Fi shield over that, over which the Wi-Fi shield will be sitting on the Arduino board exactly pin to pin fitting, where this Wi-Fi shield will be helping a normal application transform into an IoT application. So using this Wi-Fi shield, we are going to receive the signal from the mobile application in order to make the LEDs or the lights or the home automation on and off. So these are the basic hardware required. Coming to the software required, in order to write the code for the Arduino with the basic version 1.64, 6.4, or the later uh, version is acceptable. And coming to the Android Studio, in order to develop that, starting from the basic version 1.5.1 or the advanced version can also be used. Till the advanced version, it can be used. And the circuit. So coming to the circuit, at the transmitting end, we will be just having an mobile phone with an app installed in that. And coming to the receiver part means where the subscriber one, where the main Arduino board with the Wi-Fi shield, which receives the signal from the mobile app, and interface to that will be having some sort of LEDs or lights on and off. Okay. So for this, coming to the circuit board, what we need to remember is like using an jumper wires and breadboard, we will be connecting Arduino board, Wi-Fi shield, LEDs, resistors, all these things will be connected together, and the positive terminals of each and every board will be going to the 5 volts power supply, and the negative terminal of the each and every board will be grounded. And coming to the Wi-Fi sheet, it will be on top of the Arduino board, and all the pins will be aligned accordingly. And the power supply for the Arduino board can be given from USB or a battery. Okay, it depends on your requirement. And coming to the interfacing of an LED, LED will be having two terminals, positive terminal and the negative terminal. And the positive terminal of the LED should goes to the digital pin. You can choose any one of the digital pins from pin number 2 to pin number 13 according to your requirement. And you need to put that in the code. And the negative terminal of the LED should goes to ground. So this is the basic circuit connection. So this is how we have connected according to the explanation of the circuit connection. And once you make the connection, this is how it looks. And coming to the Android app development, as I have already explained, we will be using an Android Studio, where this is the first page. In order to create a new Android Studio project, you need to click on that. Once you select a new Android create, you need to select the target Android device, like uh, what type of operating system mobile device is getting installed by this particular app. Okay, so you need to select that one. You need to create a new project, and once the project is created, for what type of Android operating system you are creating this particular project, you need to mention those details as well. And coming to the activity, you can select a particular template based on your requirement. There will be a lot of designs of templates. You can select of your own choice. And once you click on finish, it will be directed to a screen like this where you can start developing your application. So here we need to consider three things. We will be having manifest.xml, we will be having Java files, and we will be having layout.xml. These are the three main things you need to consider while designing this application. Okay. Once you are familiar with developing an app in this Android Studio, you will be learning what all these XML files are: Android manifest.xml, Java packages, and layouts. Okay. So all these things will be handling. So Java packages you already know, right? Because in order to enhance the graphical user interface, everything, and the layouts will be having the details of colors, dimensions, and what type of text need to be used, what type of style need to be. Everything will be in sort of a drag drop manner where you can keep on developing an app and you can see it in real time while it's getting developed. Okay. These are the three things. So once you start doing or developing an app, this is how it looks. And you can also design the particular app in this form. Okay. So if you want to have a light one and light two like buttons, you can also create some sort of buttons. Or if you want to use an graphical user interface, like it need to look like bulbs. Okay. You can also make the bulbs like this. So on whichever bulb you touch, okay, that will be on and off accordingly. So it is based on how you create those buttons. Okay. So coming to the code of the Arduino, as we already know, we have some basic things like external libraries, internet connectivity, MQTT, okay, controlling the LEDs, standard functions, all these functions need to be considered. And coming to the external libraries, we have SPI.h, serial peripheral interface.h, Wi-Fi.h, and for MQTT, we have like publish subscribe client.h, okay, that is written as pub sub client dot h. Okay, all these are external libraries where we need to consider. And in order to control the lights, we are considering pin number 3 as the digital pin, and we are using some sort of functions like digital read of LED pin, okay, and you are making it high and low. So according to the uh, input given, or according to the signal you get from that particular app, okay, based on that you will be making the LED pin high or low, okay. So if the LED pin is low, then it is considered as the light will be in on off state, and if LED is high, LED pin, we are making digital right LED pin high, then we need to assume that the light will be in on state, okay. So this is how you write the basic commands. And coming to the standard functions, we have void setup and void loop. And in the void setup, we have serial dot begin for with a baud rate of 9600. So in order to see the setup of all the things, what's happening, so you can use the serial dot begin with 9600 baud rate, and you need to use a function like connect to internet in order to connect it to the internet, and you can see the status as well. And coming to the void loop, as we are taking the signal from the MQTT broker, you need to use publish subscribe client dot loop. Okay, this is a function used for the standard functions. So this is how the final product loop, once the app is developed, you can see two graphical user interface of bulbs. Okay. So in the circuit diagram, we have connected only one LED. So one bulb is sufficient for on and off. If you want to have a multiple LEDs or multiple home automation systems, you can apply as many graphical user interface required to that. Okay.